Okay, so here my inequality is x minus y is greater than or equal to 4. So what we're going to do first is try to solve for y, which means that we need to get y by itself. So y needs to be on one side of the inequality while everything else needs to be on the other side of the inequality. So to do that, we need to subtract x on both sides, which would get a negative y greater than or equal to a negative x plus 4. Now, y is on one side while everything else is on the other side, but a negative y technically isn't by itself. So to do that, we have to divide by negative 1 to cancel it out. So it would be a positive y is less than or equal to, because whenever you divide or multiply by a negative, you have to switch the inequality sign. So that would change it to y is less than or equal to a positive x minus 4, because since you're dividing a negative x by negative 1, that makes it a positive, and you're dividing a positive 4 by negative 1, it makes it a negative. So our inequality, it ends up being y is less than or equal to x minus 4. And then we have to graph it and shade it. So what I always do whenever I'm graphing anything that is like this, I would graph the y-intercept first. So our y-intercept is negative 4 because it doesn't have an x next to it, it's just a number by itself. So our y-intercept is a negative 4. So we would go down 4 points on the y-axis. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then, to create our line, we would use the slope from that point. And it's a positive slope, so we would go, and 1x by itself, or an x by itself is the same as 1x, which is the same as 1 over 1, which is rise over run. So our rise would be 1, and our run would be 1. So we would go up 1, over 1, up 1, over 1, up 1, over 1, up 1 over 1, and so on. And then to continue the line, you would just do the same thing down here, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, and so on. Then, so our sign up here is less than or equal to. Less than or equal to, there's a line underneath it, so that means that this line right here is going to be a filled in line. If it just looked like that, then it would be a dashed line because it's not equal to. So it's less than or equal to, so it's a filled line. There's our inequality line, and now we have to shade it. So all of these numbers over here, all of this space over here is greater, or numbers that are greater than this line. And for everything that is on this side of the line, it's all numbers that are less than this line. So to graph it, or to shade it, we look at which way this is facing. That since its y is less than everything else, we would shade on the side that is less than. And that's all you would have to do.